These initiatives are guaranteed to change their lives. Now I'd like to talk about economic development / redevelopment. Our master plan. We're working with the planning board and have suggested economic development policy to the master plan rewrite. Jobs in urban enterprise zone. The economic development has reported 22 new jobs and 63 retained jobs through active recruitment and marketing of Plainfield's urban enterprise zone program. The employment figures include the service, manufacturing, and professional sectors of the local community. Partnership with Kane University. We have a satellite office of the Kane University Small Business Development Center, and that's located right on Park Avenue in the incubator building, and that offers services that are free to the community. Special Improvement District, otherwise known as our SID. The City of Plainfield supports current businesses and encourages new businesses to come to Plainfield. One of the vehicles that we use to support the businesses is through our SID. We are appreciative of our growing Latino population, and many of them are business owners here in the city. Our goal is to partner with all groups and all nationalities. We negotiated the Special Improvement District 2007 budget and expansion of the services to district businesses. By the way, you may notice every now and then I may say next, hun. That's because the person who's clicking for me is my husband, so thank you for that, Peter. I appreciate that. Infrastructure improvements. North Avenue Drainage Study. We drafted a resolution to support the North Avenue Drainage Study for Union County freeholder endorsement. These improvements can affect up to 4,600 Plainfield residents in a very positive way. Hardware acquisitions. We secured $260,000 for the acquisition of street sweepers and personnel to expand coverage and equipment and service while reducing city maintenance costs by up to $20,000 annually. Fiber optic conduits. We initiated shared services discussions with Union County for usage of fiber optic conduits into the city of Plainfield. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about safety and quality of life. Technology improvements for policing. We've increased police coverage and use of technology to provide comprehensive policing of the city's commercial district. Monitoring crime hotspots. Working with the police department and the housing authority and city council to monitor hotspots integrating downtown and several properties with closed-circuit television cameras. Parking ordinance. Adoption of a parking ordinance. We've negotiated adoption of with the city council of the residential handicap parking ordinance, and I'll tell you that ordinance probably should be named the Mrs. Adele Baker ordinance, because one time while at the Senior Citizen Center, Mrs. Baker is the one who brought this to my attention, and she asked about the fact that we should have this handicap parking ordinance for homeowners in the city of Plainfield. So I'm very happy that the council did see fit to vote for this and to enact this ordinance. Now here are some of the pictures, of project sites in the city of Plainfield. They are the Richmond Towers expansion, Emerson Elementary School, Senior Citizen Center, the proposed site, Richmond and East 3rd Street, Front Street known as the Marino Track, and the Snyder Nursing School. And an interesting fact with regard to that beautiful facility. If it had not been for millions of dollars raised by the Snyder family and our very own Assemblyman Green, we would not have had the proper funding to have this building erected. So it's a beautiful, beautiful collaboration of support for the city of Plainfield as well as for those who are taking usage of this fine facility. Now a little about the Planning Division. The Planning Division provides technical assistance at multiple Planning Board, Board of Adjustment, and Historic Preservation Commission meetings. They have processed, as you can see there, 44 Planning Board and Zoning Board and Historic Preservation Commission development applications. They've recommended granting 15 final site approvals, and of those 15, 3 are commercial projects, including Plainfield's second bed and breakfast facility, which is going to be wonderful. 2 are additions to institutional facilities, and 13 are new residential dwelling units. They They worked on the master plan land use element, which is scheduled for completion in 2007. And they are managing the Greenbrook multi-use trail project. It's about 3/4 of the way completed. And grant applications to commence construction of the trail will occur this year. So we're proud of that. They've also worked with the Department of Public Works and the Shade Tree Commission to plant trees which were approved back in 2004-2005 by the city plan. This department also designed the Rushmore Park dedication for Arbor Day. You all may remember last year there was a wonderful park that was dedicated to the first Rushmore Block Association president, Mr. Hayes. And although he has passed on, his wife, Mrs. Hayes, was there to accept on his behalf, as well as Councilman Simmons was there, Councilman Davis was there, and a bunch of other citywide dignitaries. It was a wonderful, wonderful event. The current president, Mr. Cody, was also there. This department has also worked with the Plainfield tax assessor to update city maps and to preserve recreation and open space. Hello there. Now we talk about community development. Through our Office of Community Development, we were able to give 16 families assistance to rehab their homes through the CHAP program, which is the Comprehensive Housing Assistance Program. That's a great goal. We also provide assistance to 22 senior citizens for minor home repairs through the Safe Housing and Transportation Program, and that would be the amount of $500 per senior citizen. Due to our diligence, the City of Plainfield has been approved to receive a $1.1 million Community Block Grant Program funds from Union County. This represents the largest award total in our group. The funds will be used for 25 projects in housing, public facilities, public improvements, and social services. Thank you to the members of the community who served as the Citizen Review Board. Your volunteerism served our community in a very special manner. We have also received approval of our application to the county for the usage of $506,000 for demolition. And we're working with our corporation council to seek reimbursement of demolition expenditures from the owners of the structures. Next up. Now, with regard to engineering, we have applied for over $6.2 million in grants. We've received grants from New Jersey Department of Transportation, New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, New Jersey Department of the Treasury, Community Development Block Grant, and Green Acres Grant. Funds received have been used on the following projects. If you take a look at the screen, the North Avenue Reconstruction Project, which is Richmond Street to Terrell Road, the South 2nd Street Reconstruction Project, and that is the Phase 1 Rock Avenue to Front Street. Grant Avenue, Phase 1 from Front Street to 3rd Street. Downtown Streetscape Construction, City Hall Parking Lot Construction, Sidewalk Pool Construction, Rushmore Pool Construction, and the 2005 Road Phase 2 construction.